TSA just confirmed a $45 penalty that will hit seniors harder than anyone else starting this year. And if you're flying to a cruise in 2026, this could cost you your entire vacation before you even board the ship. A 68-year-old from Tampa showed up at the airport for her Mediterranean cruise with a valid driver's license, the same one she's used for 3 years. The TSA turned her away. No flight, no cruise. $4,200 down the drain. Listen, cruise lines and airlines are banking on you not knowing these 12 new rules. Some will cost you hundreds in hidden fees. Others could get you denied boarding entirely. And the Hawaii one? It's in legal limbo right now, and most seniors have no idea their $3,000 cruise could jump to $4,000 overnight. After analyzing the new 2026 travel regulations and speaking with retired TSA supervisors, I uncovered the truth. These aren't just updates. They're traps designed to catch travelers over 65 who don't know the exact workarounds. I'm breaking down all 12 rules, the exact phrases that get you through, and the backup plans they hope you never discover. Number 7 is the one that's already denied boarding to thousands of seniors, and most don't find out until they're at the gate. Let's jump in. Number 12, the $45 Real ID penalty trap. Here's what TSA doesn't advertise. If you show up without Real ID compliant identification, you'll pay a $45 fee just to get through security. A 72-year-old from Phoenix arrived at Sky Harbor for her Alaska cruise. No Real ID, no passport. TSA hit her with the $45 confirm ID fee, then made her wait 40 minutes for verification. She missed her flight and paid $680 to rebook. Why? Because the TSA buried this fee in their website updates. They're counting on seniors showing up unprepared, paying the penalty, and accepting the delay. Here's what you do. Get real. ID now. Don't wait until your cruise is booked. Or carry your passport book. Passport cards don't work for flying. Enhanced driver's licenses work, but only 5 states offer them. Rule of thumb. Real ID has a star in the upper right corner. No star, you're paying $45. Insider move. If you're denied at security, ask for a supervisor immediately. The $45 fee can sometimes be waived for first-time offenders, but you must ask. Think that's expensive? Wait until you see what cruise lines are doing with your deposits. Number 11. Non-refundable deposits are now the default. Here's what Princess, Royal Caribbean, and Virgin Voyages won't tell you up front. The lowest price you see online is now a non-refundable deposit. A 69-year-old couple from Seattle booked a $5,800 Princess cruise. 3 months later, a family emergency forced them to cancel. The Princess kept their $1,450 deposit. When they protested, the agent said, "You selected the non-refundable rate." They didn't. It was the only rate shown. Why? Because cruise lines are copying airline tactics. They show you the cheapest price to get the click, then bury the refundable option 3 pages deep. Here's your action plan. Always click See All Rates before booking. Refundable deposits cost $50 to $100 more per person, but they're worth it. Screenshot your booking confirmation showing deposit type. Pro tip: Norwegian, Carnival, and Holland America still default to refundable deposits as of January 2026. Book with them if flexibility matters. But here's where most seniors get completely blindsided. Number 10. Biometric facial scans are now mandatory. This is the change catching seniors completely off guard. Starting December 26, 2025, the Department of Homeland Security requires biometric facial scans for all travelers entering and exiting the U.S. A 74-year-old from Denver spent 25 minutes detained at customs because the facial recognition system flagged her. She'd lost 40 pounds since her passport photo. The machine rejected her 3 times before a human agent manually verified her identity. Why? Because the system can't handle aging, weight changes, or medical conditions that alter appearance, and seniors are being flagged at higher rates than younger travelers. Here's what you do. Renew your passport if your photo is more than 5 years old. Carry a second form of photo ID, driver's license with recent photo. If flagged, stay calm and ask for manual verification. The magic phrase, "I'd like to request manual identity verification due to medical weight loss since my passport photo." Insider move, Global Entry and TSA pre-check members get priority manual verification. The $100 fee pays for itself in one trip. Now, this next rule involves your medications, and the confusion is costing seniors their prescriptions. Number 9. The medication organizer confusion. Here's the brutal truth. Cruise lines say pill organizers are fine. TSA says original bottles are best practice, and seniors are getting caught in the middle. A 71-year-old from Miami had her daily pill organizer confiscated at Port Canaveral security. 7 medications, all legally prescribed but unlabeled. Security spent 90 minutes calling her pharmacy to verify each pill. She missed the ship's departure. Why the confusion? Because cruise lines want to appear flexible, but port security follows TSA guidelines, and the TSA's website says original containers whenever possible. Here's your complete strategy. Use pill organizers for convenience, but pack original bottles too. Photograph every prescription label before you leave home. Carry a printed medication list with dosages and prescribing doctor. Rule of thumb: if you can't explain what a pill is in 10 seconds, it needs a label. The magic phrase, "These are my prescription medications. I have the original bottles and my doctor's contact information if you need verification." But medications aren't the only thing getting confiscated. Number 8. UK travel authorization is required now. This one surprises even experienced cruisers. If you're flying through the UK or taking a British Isles cruise, you need a UK ETA, even if you're just changing planes. A 67-year-old couple from Boston missed their Iceland cruise because they didn't have UK ETAs for their London layover. They never left the airport, but UK immigration denied them entry. They lost $6,400. Why? Because the UK implemented this January 8, 2025, and most Americans have no idea it exists. Here's what you do. Apply at www.gov.uk/apply-for-and-ETA. Official site only. Scam sites charge $100 plus. Cost is £10, about $13. Valid for 2 years or until your passport expires. Apply at least 72 hours before travel. Insider move. Download the UK ETA app. Approval takes 3 days, but the app stores your authorization so you don't need to print anything. Now, if you're cruising Europe, this next rule is even more complicated. Number 7. Europe's EES biometric system starts April 2026. Here's what nobody's explaining clearly. The entry/exit system, EES, replaces passport stamps with fingerprints and facial scans for everyone entering Europe. A 73-year-old from Chicago arrived in Barcelona for her Mediterranean cruise. The EES kiosk rejected her fingerprints 3 times. Arthritis made them hard to read. She waited 2 hours for manual processing and missed her ship's check-in window. Why? Because the system isn't designed for seniors with medical conditions affecting fingerprints, and there's no backup plan advertised. Here's your action plan. Arrive at European airports 4 hours early, not 3, starting April 2026. If fingerprints fail, immediately request manual processing. Carry documentation of any hand/finger medical conditions. The magic phrase, "I have a medical condition affecting my fingerprints. I'd like to request manual biometric processing." Pro tip, the EES registration is valid for 3 years. Once you're in the system, future entries are faster. But Europe has another requirement that's even more confusing. All right, I need to pause here for a second, because what I'm about to tell you next about the ETIS fee, when I first discovered the application timeline, I honestly thought it was designed to trap people, and it is. But first, quick favor. If you're finding this valuable, hit that like button right now. It helps other seniors discover these critical travel rules. And subscribe so you never miss my insider cruise hacks. Okay, here's that ETS trap. Number 6. ETS authorization launches mid-2026. This is the fee that's going to catch millions of cruisers off guard. The European Travel Information and Authorization System, ETIAS, requires a €7 fee for US and Canadian travelers, but only if you're over 70 or under 18. Everyone else pays €20. A 68-year-old from Atlanta booked a Greek Isles cruise for September 2026. She applied for ETIAS in August. Too early. The system rejected her application because it wasn't within 90 days of travel. She had to reapply and pay twice. Why? Because the ETS window is strict, 90 days before travel, no earlier. And if you apply too soon, you lose your fee. Here's what you do. Don't apply until exactly 90 days before your cruise departure. Go to travel-europe.europa.eu/ETIAS_EN, official site only. Valid for 3 years or until passport expires. Keep digital and printed copies. Rule of thumb, ETIAS is for entry, EES is for tracking. You need both for Europe starting mid-2026. Insider move. If you're 70 plus, you pay €7 instead of €20. Make sure the system applies your age discount. Now, this next rule is already causing massive confusion at cruise ports. Number 5. Digital passport cards don't work for flying. Here's what's tripping up seniors. Some states now offer digital passport cards on your phone, but the TSA and airlines won't accept them for international flights. A 70-year-old from San Diego showed up for her Panama Canal cruise with her digital passport card. The airline denied boarding. She had to drive home, get her physical passport book, and rebook her flight for $840. Why? Because digital IDs are only valid for domestic travel and land border crossings. Airlines require physical passport books for international flights. Here's your action plan. Physical passport book is required for all cruise flights. Passport cards, physical or digital, only work for closed-loop cruises from U.S. ports. Never rely on digital ID for international travel. Pro tip, keep your passport book in a waterproof case in your carry-on. Never pack it in checked luggage. But here's where the real money trap is hiding. Number 4. Hawaii cruise tax could add $500 plus per person. This one is in legal chaos right now. Hawaii wants to charge cruise passengers a tourist tax of up to $500 per person. Cruise lines are fighting it in court, and seniors are stuck in limbo. A 72-year-old couple from Oregon booked a 14-day Hawaii cruise for $6,800. If the tax is implemented, their total jumps to $7,800. They're on a fixed income and can't afford the extra $1,000. Why the confusion? Because a federal appeals court blocked the tax on December 31st, 2025, but it could be reinstated any day. Here's your complete strategy. If you have a Hawaii cruise booked, budget an extra $500 per person. Check your cruise contract for government fees and taxes clauses. If the tax is added after you book, demand a full refund under the contract change clause. The magic phrase, I'm requesting a full refund due to material changes in government fees under Section 12 of the cruise contract. Insider move. Princess, Holland America, and Norwegian have the most Hawaii inventory. They're lobbying hardest against this tax. Book with them for better odds of protection. Now, this next rule affects your medication timing. Number 3. Bring 7 extra days of medication, not 3. Here's what cruise lines quietly recommend but don't enforce. Bring a full week of extra medication, not just 3 days. A 69-year-old from Dallas ran out of blood pressure medication on day 10 of a 12-day cruise. A hurricane delayed their return by 4 days. The ship's doctor couldn't prescribe refills. She went 3 days without critical medication and ended up in the ER when she got home. Why 7 days instead of 3? Because weather delays, port strikes, and mechanical issues can extend cruises by a full week, and ship doctors can't always prescribe refills for controlled substances. Here's what you do. Pack 7 extra days of every prescription in your carry-on. Split medications between carry-on and checked bag in case one is lost. Carry your pharmacy's phone number for emergency refills at ports. Rule of thumb: if you take it daily, pack 7 extra days. No exceptions. Insider move: ask your doctor for a 90-day supply before cruising. Most insurance covers it, and you'll have plenty of buffer. But here's the rule that's denying boarding to thousands. Number 2. Passport validity must exceed 6 months. This is the rule grounding more seniors than any other. Most countries require your passport to be valid for 6 months beyond your return date, not just your departure date. A 71-year-old from Phoenix booked a 30-day South America cruise. Her passport expired 4 months after her return date. The airline denied boarding. She lost $8,900. Why? Because she thought valid through my trip meant valid on her return date. It doesn't. Most countries require 6 months of validity beyond your return. Here's your action plan. Check your passport expiration date right now. If it expires within 9 months of your cruise, renew it today. Expedited renewal takes 2 to 3 weeks and costs $60 extra. The magic phrase: I need expedited passport renewal for international travel within 90 days. Pro tip: renew online at travel.state.gov. It's faster than mailing forms, and you can track your application. And now, the most dangerous rule that's costing seniors their entire vacations. Number 1. Scam websites are charging $100 plus for free applications. This is the trap that's stealing thousands from seniors every single day. Scam websites charge $100 to $200 for UK ETA and ETIAS applications that should cost $13 to $20. A 68-year-old from Miami paid $189 for her UK ETA through a website that looked official. The real cost? £10, $13. She paid a scammer $176 for a 5-minute application. Why? Because scam sites buy Google Ads and appear above the official government websites. They look legitimate, use official-sounding names, and prey on seniors who don't know the real URLs. Here's your complete protection plan. UKETA. Only use www.gov.uk/apply-for-and-ETA. ETIAS. Only use travel-europe.europa.eu/ETIAS_EN. Never click Google Ads for government applications. Real cost: UKETA £10, ETIAS 7 to 20 euros. Rule of thumb: if a website asks for more than $25 for travel authorization, it's a scam. The magic phrase: if you've been scammed, call your credit card company immediately and say, I was charged for a government service I could have obtained for free. I'm disputing this as fraud. Insider move: bookmark the official URLs right now. Share them with anyone you know who's cruising in 2026. Now, knowing these 12 rules won't matter if you make critical mistakes at the cruise port itself. A 70-year-old from Denver knew every travel rule, had all her documents, made it to Barcelona, and was denied boarding because of one embarkation mistake that cost her $4,200. Most seniors don't realize that cruise lines have 14 boarding day rules that can get you denied even with perfect documentation, and they're not advertised anywhere. In my next video, I'm exposing the exact embarkation mistakes that deny boarding to thousands of seniors every year. A 68-year-old used these strategies and breezed through check-in in 12 minutes while everyone else waited 2 hours. Watch the 20-plus cruise boarding day secrets they don't want you to know. Next, it's right here. Don't let one boarding mistake cost you your entire vacation. See you there.